Hey everyone, this is Tim. If I didn't meet you in person on Friday, hello and nice to meet you. Here we have what is going to be our behind the scenes series of any time we do a film shoot at Gavlin Studios or Grant's house or wherever we're going to be filming throughout the semester. If you're unable to attend, we really encourage you to watch this series where I'll be basically watching and talking along. With you as we watch the behind the scenes and explaining what's going on. Feel free to reach out to me for questions or comments. If you have anything you want to know, these will be uploaded in a timely manner after the recording. We filmed two of our genre projects on well, now I'm going to look up the date because today I'm recording is Valentine's Day, but we recorded on Friday the 10th. So there we go. I'm going to click back over. Basically, anytime we have a shoot, someone's job is to record behind the scenes, BTS behind the scenes with our Sony cameras. And we're just going to see what happens. We have about 45 minutes and I'm going to kind of just talk to you kind of like a director's commentary. So let's take a look. Oh, starting now.
Okay, here we are on set in the studio doing one of the genre projects.
We have Nick, who to thank is our behind the scenes camera operator, and we'll hear anything we're looking at that's not being described by the participants at the BTS. I'll over explain.
This is the SciFi.
Grayson, the AD.
Grayson's the AD, which means assistant director. They're helping keep everything on task. Grant is the director of the SciFi genre project. He's going to introduce me.
Tim's directed the film noir, and I'm
wearing the same sweater. It's cold.
doing the sci-fi. And our actors are David and Michaela.
The genre project, if you're not familiar, it's the same script, just different genres, which are styles of film. And David and Michaela are the same actors in all three pieces, or in all 8 pieces we've done. We've done Westerns, we've done film noir, this one's a sci-fi, we've done a samurai film, we've done a comedy, we've done an action, tons of stuff. It'll all be fun to watch once it's all completed and edited together.
On camera, we have Sophie and Jason.
Sophie and Jason are our camera crew, our DP and cinematographer. One's an AC, which means assistant camera.
So, David Butterfield, you're D3?
D3.
D3.
I'm D2. And D1.
He's gone. No, he's not. He's still alive.
Oh no, I was just not like from the program.
Yeah.
Talking.
He's a roadie. He works for a band. Is there a way we can pull I think we're going to need the 135.
So we saw David Butterfield over there and he said D3, that's a nickname. That's like a joke on set. Okay. That doesn't mean anything in the filmmaking terms, but what David Butterfield is doing is monitoring audio. He's hitting record on our F8 digital audio recorder, which is recording from our microphones.
Okay. Which is the longer lens on the left?
Yep.
Right now we are going to do a lens swap on the red.
Michaela?
Yes.
Can you take
The red is the name of the camera that we use. It shoots in 8K. It can shoot into 8K, I think, on this model, but it's what gives the film program really benefits from having the red camera, which is a brand of digital camera that gives us very great filmic view. We're changing the lenses. The lenses allow us to change what our image looks like.
and put on your sides and put it behind your ears? Does that make sense?
Like that?
I can't see, but yeah. So that
Here the cap is visible now.
Oh yeah, the cap is visible.
So
when I
now
do
the
that.
135 lens will be on
Okay.
for more close up.
ECU, so we're getting most of your eyes.
The bigger the number, the closer the lens. So all the numbers refer to like the length of the lens, and some lenses will give you really, really wide, some will give you really, really close.
We also want to make sure it's
They just sit on the follow focus, which is a tool that allows you to be able to turn the focus of your lens better when operating a camera.
on F4.
And then our talent for today is David and Michaela. We have the
Second time.
mad scientist over here and our animatronic.
Unsuccessful scientist. She's very speed.
Jason is on F4. Look at the lens.
And we have our mic.
Boom operator. So the pole that they were holding is a boom pole. It's a long pole that supports the shotgun microphone, which is a very directional microphone that we're not looking at. We're like zooming into Grant, who's sitting behind the monitor. We can see sort of what the monitor is seeing. Also looking at me crossing my arms, paying attention.
It's got me right smack in front of her face, unfortunately.
You can see David Butterfield here in the blue has his hand on. Oh, he just hit the button and turned green to red. Roll camera means let's start recording on the camera. Speed means we're rolling. That's our slate, which is marking the scene.
Camera set. And action.
You can see the shotgun microphone right on the boom pole, which is right there. It's pointing at her lips, just out of the frame. We can actually see the camera monitor in this shot as well and see what the shot looks like. It's a real close-up up on her face.
Like you're realizing that, and then there's more excitement. And if we can see it in your eyes,
Oh,
that'd be great. And can you tilt down slightly? I don't want to see the hair on her forehead. No, the camera. Tilt down. There we go. Yeah, and can you push that hair back on your sides a little bit? Yeah, okay.
the director sits behind the monitor and can see what the camera's seeing. It's going to give you a accurate view of what it's going to eventually look like.
Thank you, Caleb. I feel wonderful.
Okay, and cut. All right.
Cut, of course, is the term that means stop recording on both the video and audio. We record separately and then sync in the end.
So let's strike the, say the lights, and then we'll regroup and change afterwards. Okay, so let's, Tim brought pizza, so those are hungry.
Striking house
Now's
lights.
the time to do it.
Striking house lights means we turned on the actual lights. I did bring pizza. It was delicious.
Tim?
Yes.
And Sophie, you like coming over?
So we are doing a short break here for lunch. And a little look around the studio. Here's where we have the audio, the director,
Okay.
and they also have a monitor to view what is going on the camera itself. And then here is our studio walls
The set.
with the set inside. We have our Godox lighting up top.
That's the name of the brand of the light,
This
Godox.
camera would have. Be just like such.
That wing's still on, it seems, I don't know from the angle, I want it to be kind of, he does it as a quick,
And everyone is taking a quick break for the lunch.
I almost kind of want.
We did film a whole other sequence, which was film noir, kind of detective
All right,
piece.
so we are wrapping up the lunch break here.
All right.
Everyone.
We did film right before it, so we just didn't shoot one scene and take a lunch break. We filmed for about 3 hours prior. That was mine directed, and we forgot to shoot behind the scenes for that one. Apologies, but enjoy the behind the scenes for this one. You can see everyone's post-pizzaed and gonna keep going.
Getting their things cleaned up, getting back in, and we'll get ready to move to the next shot.
You get cool thing is here at the Gavlin studio, you could see everything that's in the Gavlin TV studio. You can see the green screen right there, but you can see all the props and everything that's moved.
Hey, how's it going?
It's not gonna break apart on you. It's just like and rust is
When working with the red, anytime you're moving and adjusting things, you definitely want two people to do it. Definitely don't want to break the equipment.
Yeah, the camera is extremely expensive. Nick is correct here. Anytime we move the camera up or down, there's two camera operators going to save everybody backs and save our lenses and save our cameras from being damaged.
Getting ready to do another lens change here for a different shot.
Lens swap. One person holds the lens and we try to replace it as fast as possible to keep dust from getting on the camera's sensor inside.
More to follow. All right, so we're about to do some jamming here to get the time synced between the slate, camera, and audio.
So jamming happens anytime the camera is turned off and the audio is turned off. So jamming is basically, we're going to sync our time code from the slate to the camera to the F8 audio. Oh, he's describing it.
And then the slate goes to the camera. So the 1/4 inch goes on the side here. It only does SDI into the F8, but we need this adapter to go into the camera. So once it turns on, there's a sync port right here. And as soon as you can see the time code on the red, we can jam. So
Just me plugging it in.
So, and you can't just plug it in any way. You kind of have to set it there and spin it until it goes, and then goes in. Now when I open this, 3, 4, 5, so it's 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Where are you seeing them?
Right, time code's right
gotcha.
there.
Okay.
So they're, and then you pull the colander and it pops right out. Pull it here. The camera's now jammed, and
Oh, that's all you needed?
that's all you need to do. Yeah. So if the slate is on and this goes in, the camera automatically accepts the time code from the slate. Yeah.
So jamming has been complete, and now everything will be in sync on time.
Yep, and time code is a digital readout of basically a number that runs the whole time. It's a another way that we can sync audio and video is if everything is using the same time code, we're able to sync the audio and video really easily.
And you have your
marker.
So you want to move the camera over here right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go over this way?
Probably. I'll move the chair to get it out of your way.
So camera flying is whenever the camera is being moved on set, and you need to make sure people are out of your way.
Correct.
You mind coming and sitting? David, you're gonna be there.
Right here?
Yes. You're gonna have your left hand on her left shoulder and your right hand kind of, yeah, and you're gonna pull the wig forward. Actually, maybe both hands on the wig, and then the left hand will go down to her shoulder. When she says, "Oh," and then she'll look up at you.
So Grant, as the director, is working with the actors to get the performance that he wants out of them.
This is
We can
her
see him
face saying-
directing
You've already said
David
"Oh,"
and Michaela correctly.
where you're excited.
As we're watching, we can also notice Sophie composing the shot, getting what we want. So here we go with our boom operator coming in to hold the boom mic as close as possible without being in the frame of the shot or casting shadows.
You might have to move it just down. I mean, you might have to put it out.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to move it directly down.
Sophie, can you adjust the wig when you're ready?
Yeah. Forward. That's like in my eyes.
That's okay. Move it out if you want it out.
Is it?
So when adjusting this loosens it to the left, and always adjust by the base here because this is like a rubber support to help.
We're listening Nick
Quiet. You don't
to
want to do
Essentially,
that.
you're gonna move the wig forward,
so
Loosen.
and then put your hands on, or left hand on her shoulder. And she's already said, oh, and then we'll look up at you.
Okay, so like,
Get out.
Nick took the class a semester before, so he's familiar with a lot of the effort. They're in the process of readjusting the angle of the shotgun microphone in the boom pole, in the boom holder.
it look like
Get a
I'm
good
putting
shot of the lens, follow focus. Sophie's adjusting,
And then you're putting
and
your
they're
left hand on her
practicing
shoulder,
a
and then she's
movement
looking up
that
at
they're
you
all
and
gonna
saying
do.
the line.
Okay, so I say the line.
Up at him.
So what am I doing while he's fixing the hair? Am I just blinking a lot? Or?
The hair is basically action. It will be, the hair is moved.
Okay.
It's just that, and then hands come away. As soon as his hands come away, you already said, oh, and looked around, and now it's looking up at him.
And I say the line.
Right,
So this is after she says, oh.
right.
So then we do like this feeling of let me put it back, so it's like
Right.
she's not conscious with just my hands on her head.
Right.
So, yeah, gotcha.
All right.
And you strike.
They just turned off the
Striking and saving. When you strike a light is turning on the set, and saving is when you're shutting a light off. It's
pretty
so if anyone's got lights in their eyes, they don't get blinded.
So it is that button.
It's always crazy when they say something I'm about to say. You're basically alerting someone, hey, don't look at this light. It's going to be bright. And as you can see, just by the set, whole thing is to be look as white and as bright as possible.
Four. Four.
It's a good angle to see everything.
And then can you look up at him? Yeah, can we go to 5.6? Yeah, keep it at 5.6. Okay. Oh, here we go.
All right, quiet on set, roll audio.
Rolling.
Can we get this laid up a little bit more?
And back towards you, some. Towards you. There we go,
Yeah.
right there.
All right, roll camera.
Scene 19A, take one.
Camera set.
Start with your hands on their head. And action.
Director calls action. That means actors go.
Thank you, Caleb. I feel wonderful.
Okay, can you, I don't want your hand on her head after she turns. So you,
Just leave the left hand.
yeah, leave
Get
the
rid of the right one.
left hand stays on her shoulder, the right one moves out, right?
It's like I turned your head myself. Got you.
Starting position and action.
Thank you, Caleb. I feel wonderful.
Can we tilt down slightly? Or,
Move it back just a little bit.
you know, let's cut. Can we bring the camera down so that we're not looking at the floor, we just see wall?
cutting, they're adjusting. You can see two people doing the tripod. The tripod, of course, is really important to hold the camera steady. We're gonna control our slate here. While we're watching this stuff and they're getting back in position, I want to remind everyone that this class is best experienced in person. So if you feel comfortable coming in person, really recommend at least coming one time if you're a remote student, just to like be on the set to see what it's like. And 'cause there's a camaraderie that's built on the set between the crew. All of us have a good time for the most part, and as long as you want to do it, you're able to do anything. There's our time code running on our slate, and we're seeing the scene number, the shot number. All that information helps us in the editing phase.
So we see your face, so you're surprised and excited now. And action.
Thank you, Kayla. I feel wonderful.
Shot looked cool.
And let's do one more.
Can I get focus at the end?
Yes, so look up at him. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And lots of blinking too.
Okay.
And if you can, David, move your hands forward, like towards your eyebrow with take, yeah. And action.
Thank you, Kayla. I feel wonderful.
I think you looked at the camera. Let's do one more take. And action.
Thank you, Kayla. I feel wonderful.
And cut. How was that, camera?
Lost focus at the end.
Okay, let's do one more. This can be with take two. Michaela, don't be so quick to look up at him.
Okay.
Oh, take three, I'm sorry.
Will you turn your head? Or try to keep your head like that. Like, don't move it too much from that point. Once you move it, does that make sense? Okay.
All right. Camera ready?
Camera's ready.
Quiet on set.
Audio.
Roll audio.
Rolling.
Roll camera.
Speed.
Scene 19A, take 3.
Set.
And action.
Thank you, Kayla. I feel wonderful.
And cut. You happy with that? Yeah, felt good. Okay, let's move on.
So here we have David teaching one of the students how audio works.
Right here, not on. It's pretty well adjusted for how they are now. Yeah, so that way it keeps it right in here. The main thing now at this point is when they say camera rolling, push that button, the light turns on, and you can either say speed or audio rolling. If I say audio rolling, I usually say rolling. And then don't touch it, just listen for any bad things, especially during dialogue. If you hear like a pop or something bad, let the director know. Like if somebody bangs or boom bang. You're listening for him. If he's moving his hands, he can make noise inadvertently. So let the director know you heard that. And never during the shot. Yeah, until it's over. When they say cut, then you press no. So yeah, you have to do it by phone when you're in the dark, unfortunately. Yeah, it's that one right there.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, so you can usually see that one. This one's lit. You can feel that one, then just go, okay, skip, and then one over and push that one. Because it's dark, right? You can't even see it, right? Audio rolling.
Red button hits to record. Once it's red, you know you're rolling. So our audio operators are usually a two-man team, two-person team rather, and that is someone holding a boom microphone.
Say Tim.
Hey, shoot, Grant's about to kiss the camera.
In fact, how tall are you, David?
I'm 5'8".
So, yeah, I think that the camera lens needs to be here, so we need to bring the bottom lens.
I'm helping. And as you can see, looking at the lens, I believe that's the 14, and it's got a bubble lens going on right there. You can see that there's a little bit of a fisheye going on there.
Here, and we're having, what side did we say we were gonna have her on?
They both are gonna be on that same side. It doesn't.
But this is a POV, so it's, yeah, can we, the light needs to be here, yeah. And I'd go up. Yeah, that's probably good right there. And how does that look?
We have framing over here. We have
So
the set. It runs off
Grant's looking into the camera, which means he's going to end up doing a point of view.
That's why I was
Yeah.
thinking that we would do it this direction.
So POV of the camera is like we're looking through someone's eyes. We're seeing as what someone would see. So that's the only time when our characters can break the fourth wall in a narrative structure. I mean, you could do that intentionally for other reasons, sometimes mostly meta reasons, but in this sense, he's doing a POV of two characters about to kiss.
The POV be kneeling down. Imagine if she was sitting in the chair.
Nope, here's my wife Julianne blurred out in the background, but she didn't know she was on camera. But it's okay, you're blurred out in the background. She's backing around. Nope, Sophie's too short to see now that the camera's higher, so we're looking for an apple crate for her to stand on. But fortunately, we got another cinematographer there who's much taller. I believe his name's Jason.
So you mean for is like
My wife's now laughing at me for wearing the same sweater as in the piece. Okay, so they're looking right now. They're trying to find the iris of the lens, which controls how much light goes into the lens. And I was there, so I remember what happened. They are spinning the focus ring instead of the iris ring. The iris ring is always behind the focus ring. Yep, and Grant's noticing. Grant's like, oh, well, why don't you guys just turn the aperture ring? That's right here. But of course, we're all learning as we go, so it's a good learning opportunity. And a lens like this has a built-in aperture that you could hear it click, and the clicking means where it is. So I, of course, remember that because I got in there to look.
Do your hands up.
Grant's T-shirt, shameless product placement for the college. Yes, this is a Galvin College production. As you can see, Michaela's putting her hands up, and we're looking to see what it looks like. Because she's gonna get this would be the side she gets up is normal on, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna cheat them both.
Yeah, but we're gonna cheat him, so we'll have to move the light over here to cheat because the light will be on.
Your leaning in stopping spot. Yeah, tilting, puckering, closing, and then a little subtle little.
So you can.
Jolt, yeah, twitch, and then just freeze.
We can see that the shot looks like here because it's because of it's a wide lens. You can see a lot more, even though she's like basically touching the camera, right?
Okay. Roll audio.
Scene 22, take 1.
Set. And action. Are we in focus?
We're checking our focus. Of course, if you move in the distance or move closer to the lens, yeah. Full focus, that means full focus means we're going to use the follow focus to keep our subject in focus. So you have someone moving at the camera and the camera's not moving, you definitely need to use the follow focus to pull
That's your final.
focus.
Can you lean back?
So
You start
yeah,
with-
so what they're going to do is they're going to figure out what's her beginning position for focus and her ending position,
Are we focused?
and the camera operator will pull the focus to follow our subject to keep them
Let's cut.
in
I love
focus.
the light is now different. I want it more on her face. It's
Me fixing the light. I was really
we're
nervous
back in focus
that
and she's going, right?
I definitely didn't want to drop the light on our subject.
How's that light-wise, Grant?
Yeah, that's good.
That's your end position, right?
No, this is starting,
Oh, let's go to your end position.
ending is here.
You want the light change, Grant?
No, that's fine.
What did you think about her drop?
Cool
Yeah,
shot.
The twitch should be very subtle. Okay.
Quiet on set. Roll audio. Roll camera.
Speed.
Scene 22, take 2.
Set.
Action. And that's starting position. Don't cut.
You want anything different?
No. Let's focus.
For those at home, in context, she's an android who is like glitching, and she's about to kiss our scientist, and then she freezes.
And okay, cut. All right, that's 22. Let's move on.
There they are. They cut
Let's
the
do
audio recorder there. The F8.
The reverse.
F8
We
of
gotta
the
swing
Furious.
The lights to the opposite side. Now David, Caleb's got to be in. So what's different about this one is you have to be in there because your hands are going to be on his face.
So am I standing in front of the camera or to the side?
If you can sit maybe just below the camera. And he doesn't move. You're the one who steps into him.
Okay.
So step forward more. No, not you.
David, come forward.
David, move forward. And then Michaela, you're going to be below the camera. Like we see you now. So I almost feel like you need to sit. We can put the chair there. And your hands are going to come into frame. They're going to come up to him.
Okay.
And then when she touches your face, that's when you're gonna close your eyes and pucker. And then
To like smile first and like start having like, do I have to say like my own lines there?
yeah.
It's too low.
Oh my. And then when she doesn't kiss you, you open
Supposed to be
your eyes
talking.
and-
Yeah, so basically we're setting up the new shot. It's a POV, so we're supposed to see Michaela's hands coming out from behind the lens. And having been there, I know it's gonna happen. So
before it happens,
I'm off to go get a pillow for her to sit on because the angle of her hands didn't look good.
Do I just leave my hands there on his face?
with action, your hands will go up to his face.
But then
Then yeah, you leave him
when I
there.
freeze, I just.
Right.
Okay.
So the failure to get a kiss and then have to work, it's like played for like a laugh.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny. Okay.
Is that better?
So we want you to. Can you get a little closer?
David, closer.
Okay, yeah, gotcha, no problem.
Okay.
So I'm like, they need to like kiss the camera basically.
Is that
Right.
You like the light?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it needs to be a little bit more on the left side.
But we're trying to cheat the light because the light's supposed to be coming from this side, and we can't go any farther, or we go off the wall.
Should the camera be lower since she's, like since she was looking up at the camera when?
Yeah, we could make it a tiny tiny bit, because it is supposed to POV. Can we bring the camera down 3 inches?
Good call. Good call from the crew member. Again, on a set, these are all good ideas, but realistically, you need to ask to offer an idea because ultimately it's the director's call
Yeah,
on
what
the
he
set.
can do is
Grant and I are
look
never
at
going
the
to be
bottom
upset
part of
if we
Yeah.
allowing students to give us ideas on our shoots.
Your hands go up. Yeah.
See?
A little too far below.
We can make her a little higher. Michaela,
Well, I'm worried about her head being in the.
let's see what we can do.
What if she stood behind the camera? Is that possible?
I don't think she can reach around that far.
Two pillows.
There's something that I did when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, that's, this is as good as we're gonna get, Grant.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay. As soon as her.
I
hands
agree,
touch your
Tim.
face,
That is
close
cool.
Your eyes and pucker.
Do I have to like smile first?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole thing is that you're a smile. She's stepping towards you at this point.
And do I like put my hand up like on her hand, or do I just like hand down? I'm gonna sound like an idiot the whole time.
I don't think you've ever kissed anybody before. So
What about his character?
your character. We were going to have your hair be wetter.
I could go fix that real quick.
What do you guys think? This is the first time we see him, and I just wanted something changed
It
from all
used
the
to
others.
be more slicked, but it dried, so I can go.
What do you think?
Change it. Just give me like.
I mean, if you want it different,
But is it what's the more scientific-y, nerdy look? This okay. We'll leave this.
There I am sitting.
This is 21.
And you can see the other people all sitting, waiting.
So,
Lots of people on the film set.
With action, it's oh my.
And hopefully you're getting a sense of
big
there's
smile,
it
hands
takes a
come
lot
up,
for very little.
and,
You know, this finished piece is going to be
close
2
eyes,
minutes long,
pucker.
3 minutes long, maybe.
And then when nothing happens, then you open your eyes and there's the realizing.
If you want
Oh.
to here, that might be better.
Pause, like oh, and then damn it, or yeah, okay,
So I go all the way to damn it.
yeah. This is going all the way to the last shot. All right. Okay, here we go.
Quiet on set. Roll audio. Roll camera.
Speed.
Scene 21. Take 1.
We can see in the frame there's the boom mic is in the shot.
Who's in
So,
the shot there?
oh, there you go. They pull it out.
It's okay. There we go.
It's always something to pay attention to.
And action. You have to say oh my before her hands come up.
oh my.
Okay, let's cut. You can't move away because now the focus is the hands and not you.
Oh, I stay.
You stay right there with her hands on her face the rest of the time.
Okay. Stay right here.
Okay? Next take 2.
This is cool because we can see what it looks like. We can see what's going on there.
Quiet on
Yep.
set. Roll audio. Roll camera.
Speed.
Shot 22.
21.
Shot 21. Take 2.
And action.
Oh my.
Okay, that was good. I want an O for the realization. So, oh. Then there's the damn it. Does that
Oh,
make
there's
sense?
an O. I forgot.
Right.
I'm watching this. This is good. He's really funny in his performance. David Carlin is a good actor. I mean, so is Michaela,
Did you
but
cut?
No,
It-
yeah, I did, but I mean, you move back just a little bit, do you need me to focus just a little bit when he does that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Grant said, "Oh, did you cut?" Well, the director never called cut on the set, so we don't record cutting at all. Oh, look, I'm saying exactly what I just saying right now. But that's important because the director probably wanted to just do another take right away instead of having a cut on everything. So keep in mind, if you're a camera operator or an audio operator, if you don't hear him say cut, then you can't cut. You're not supposed to cut. If you do cut, let everybody know because then we're not recording anything. We think we're all recording.
Set.
And action.
Oh my. Oh. Damn it!
Okay, that's good. Don't cut. Let's go through one more. I love
Look at everyone laughing. Like everyone loved that. It's so
Have it
funny.
be more, almost whiny.
Oh, damn it.
Do you think you could do that voice crack again?
The voice crack?
Voice crack. I love the voice crack.
Okay,
Alright.
here we go. And action.
Oh my. Oh. Damn it.
Cut. Good. All right, I love it. Moving on.
Yeah, very funny. I like to laugh.
So now we're rearranging the set for a different shot.
Shout out, Nick. All right. Yep, we're changing everything. The fun part about the sci-fi is it's intentionally overexposed, so that means it's really bright and white. So we're taking advantage of the white backgrounds. Makes lighting interesting. It's going to be a very interesting looking set. What's fun too is he's got that piece of glass, which is going to be his hyper technological like iPad, basically.
No. Esprit is the name. Okay, Esprit, let's begin. And, so what I'm hoping is, what you'll do is you step in, you sit.
The difference is, I think these were down all the
Turn
way.
around. Yes, they were. By pushing it. So you turn around.
That's what the back of my head looks like.
You turn around. You turn around. Okay, Esprit. Yeah. Let's begin. And then I'm going to cut to her.
Yeah, that's
And then
right.
the next one will be, we're going to go through the lines. You know what they say about sunrise and sunset, but we'll do those separately. But so you'll sit.
You know what they say about sunrises and sunsets? Things like this can be a bit of a mystery.
You can see that she is after she's looked around. Okay, Esprit, let's begin. And then, so you're going to be reading the questions off your pad.
Should I tap the middle like it's a big button, or like there like it's like some button amongst a bunch of others?
We won't see it. Now, can I see the framing? Can you sit and we'll see the framing? Yeah, can we swing this light a little more towards him? Yeah. And we want to get the camera as close as we possibly can to the table, because we're trying to match the same.
Like he's pretending to
The 35.
use the fake iPad.
And I think we tilt up so that we see his eyes are on the top third.
What's interesting too for Michaela's performance there She is forced to she's forced to
I'm gonna,
not blink in all of her performances because we're saying androids don't blink. I think the light is cool for all these dust particles that were going on. In my piece that I filmed, we used a fake cigarette, had no nicotine. So the thing to know too is the studio smelled a lot like
so try to
cigarette
keep
smoke.
that out from the light as much as you can, because it's creating a weird, yeah, if you keep it more vertical, I think you're good. Okay. All right?
Three connectors go down, and there's a little arrow on it. So as long as you got the three pins down, you should
Ooh.
be able to-
He's plugging in what's called an XLR cable.
So
It's
we're
a
using the
audio
14
cable
millimeter
that's
lens,
used. Oh,
which gives it more of a fisheye look. This is point of view, so instead of being slightly off the angle, we are doing, yeah, so you want to keep it more vertical, yeah.
so Grant's talking about point of view again. So we're seeing through the character's eyes essentially. And because she's an android, he's chosen a wide angle that's giving us a fisheye lens, which you might know from like skateboarding videos, but it's extremely wide and it distorts the image, especially on the sides, kind of makes it curve, which makes it look unnatural. Specifically, think of like a security camera kind of has a fisheye effect to capture as much as possible. So for the android's vision, it's going to be distorted and look cool.
All right. Quiet on set. Roll audio. Roll camera.
So our slate there not only tells us the shot, the take, we also do the clap, which is the you know, the top part coming down on the bottom part of the slate. That's an audio sync. So the audio and video has a visual representation of the audio, and a big spike in audio happens when you do that, what's called a clap.
Let's begin. And let's, don't cut, let's do one more. I liked it, no changes, just one for safety.
Still rolling.
Still rolling. And action. Okay, Esper, let's begin. And cut. All right. Shot 8, nothing changes. We just have the first line. You know what they say about sunrises and sunsets?
So we got the wig off. You can see there's a bald cap there too. She's an android, so there's actually gonna be some special effects going on.
They have this, which is plenty large enough, but we gotta get a straight edge.
Yeah.
I almost feel like scissors.
Grant's got some green screen tape, which will allow us to chroma key out, which is a ability to add some special effects in post-production. We use that color green to what's called chroma key, and chroma key means you can, in post-production, choose a color and remove it and add in something else. And we use that color green because it's an unnatural color green. That means no one's eyes are that color green. No one's body is traditionally that color green. But using chroma key, we can actually color out any color. We just use chroma key green because it is such an intense color of green that it makes it easy to, when you choose that image, you're only going to remove that image. Sometimes if you use a color that's too close, like if we said pink, maybe my skin gets chroma keyed out, maybe something I'm wearing gets chroma keyed out. That's why, oh, uh-oh, what's going on? having some fun with the behind the scenes stuff. So that's chroma keying. And looks like we're done with our behind the scenes. So basically we ran out of or they stopped recording. So that was the end. Again, I say this every time. It's so much fun to come on set and record. If you have the opportunity to come on set and record, please do. Grant and I will be there, or Grant will be there for all of them. I'll be there as many as I can. But I'm happy to do behind the scenes on all of these. So please take a look. Give me some feedback if you want to know anything specific. You can rewatch this part or any part of the video, but also you can just message me and say, Tim, I want to know more about chroma key in the next one. And based off of what's being shot, I'm happy to talk us through it. So until next time, let's show up and let's get your opportunity to do any of the roles that you saw available on set. Thank you.